What's good, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Tamaria and I go by Tamaria Loc'd on all my social media platforms, so feel free to go ahead and follow me on your favorite one. Today we're getting into a story time and I need you guys just to help me just really figure out if I'm tripping or if something suspicious is going on with this story, right? I don't know. I told you I was raised as a Christian. That's just, that's what it was. I was raised as a Christian. He does talk about sacrifices in the Bible. They was sacrificing goats and lambs and things of that nature. They were sacrificing things for offerings, now that I'm thinking about it, in the Bible, but I ain't never really seen nobody do it in real life or talk about doing it in real life. So when I met my ex, I remember us having a conversation about him doing a quote-unquote money ritual right before he came to the United States. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, because he must really want or need the money so much to where he wants to go ahead and do a ritual in order to receive it. And like, a huge part of me could empathize with him, because of course, who doesn't want more money in their lives to make their situations better? However, I'm not gonna do no ritual where it's gonna have to be involving no blood and no dead animals. Now, I'll do affirmations all day, I'll pray, I'll be, grateful for the things that I do have. But as far as like me going outside, getting a mouse, a bird, a cat, a dog, a goat, or anything like that, and killing it in order to get some money, I feel like that's a little bit too extreme for me. But I'm not here to judge, okay? I'm not here to judge nobody's path, nobody's journey, nobody's story. But he told me that, and I could empathize with him from the fact that he comes from a third world country. Not only that, like, I could literally see like the poverty and the state of the country that he comes from. So I'm like, okay, I can see why he's willing to go to these extremes to go ahead and, make sure he gets what he has so that he can take care of his family and do what he wants to do with the money. So he has this complicated relationship with his dad, but he goes into details throughout the duration of our relationship, and he's telling me like that his dad is in like a cult, and that his dad be putting like trying to put spells and curses on him and into voodoo and stuff like that. And I'm just like, first of all, he be getting some of the information about what his dad is supposedly doing to him in the spiritual world from his mama, right? So I remember while we was together, he would always have these nightmares. I'm talking about a grown man, sleep insomnia, not able to sleep because he's having these nightmares. I'm like, what is going on in your dreams to where you was grown and you can't go to sleep and you waking up in the middle of the night and calling your mama because you had a nightmare? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of dream is this? Now, I remember having dreams when I was a little kid. That dream where you're trying to wake up, but your body is just like, you trying to wake up and get outside of your body, but your body is still, you can't say nothing, you can't move, but it's like something trying to get you, but it can't get you because you just really just laying in bed, just stuck, kind of like in a paralyzed state. It was like them kind of dreams. I remember having them kind of dreams when I was a kid. So I'm just like, what kind of dreams is he going through? Like, continuous and constantly. And his mom kept trying to force him to have a relationship with his dad, and I'm just like, why would you want to force him to have a relationship with his dad if his dad is trying to pretty much sacrifice him, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reasons that his dad don't like him, or whatever reasons that his mom is telling him that his dad don't like him. So apart from these dreams that he was having, I know he would always have somebody that would call and quote unquote pray for him or pray with him. And this was also something that was very consistent throughout our relationship, right? So me being me, I ain't never even asked this man about like, okay, so what are they, I'm just assuming that they're, praying for, normal stuff that people pray for, right? Health, prosperity, abundance, a decent life. I never even thought to ask, so what are these people that are calling you and praying for you telling you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never even thought to ask him that. because I'm just assuming once again that it's in accordance to, you know, what's going to be good for him and his life and his family. So he gets these calls frequently, and you know, the person is praying in a different language, right? Yoruba, right? They're praying in Yoruba. He's agreeing to the prayer or whatever. You know, you're thinking all is well, right? I'm thinking all is well. And it was weird because when I finally was like, you know, like, I'm about to go, yeah, I got a job, I'm about to move to Texas, this, that, and the third, he had this strong inclination that we were still going to be together. And I'm just like, nah, like, I'm leaving, I'm gone, I'm done with all of this. And his mama had just moved into the house with us too. Now, mind you, this woman was coming every year to visit us and never really took the opportunity to try to like get to know me. Like, the only thing she would do is like judge me based on, you know, how I cooked, how I cleaned, how I cared for my kids. But as far as like actually trying to get to know me as a person, never. Eventually she slid all the way into the house, which, you know, I do understand. I feel like that's what I see a lot of them do. If one of them comes over here and makes it, then they start to migrate the other ones from Nigeria to the United States as well. And I feel like if I was Nigerian, I would probably do that with my family too. However, me and my husband ain't never really talk or discuss that. So I was like, you know, already at odds with my husband. And then I was like, here comes his mama, and I know she really don't like me, so yeah, I really gotta go. And his mama claimed to be like a Christian, right? So she would literally pray all day, pray all night, pray all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? You would hear her chanting in this language that I don't know what she's saying. I don't know who she praying to. I don't know what she praying about. But it just felt very awkward and felt very weird. And I was just like, ain't no way I'm finna sit here and stay around this, right? I'm not finna do it. I'm not. Like, both of y'all don't like me. That's cool. That's fine. That's y'all's choice not to like me, right? It's my choice not to want to be around y'all because y'all don't like me. And maybe because I don't like y'all either. I was just like, something just don't seem right. And then on top of that, we would watch all of these Nigerian movies on Netflix. You can check them out on Netflix for free, right? Not only on Netflix, but on YouTube. We started watching them on YouTube before, you know, they got popular on Netflix. And on YouTube, like, the ones we would watch, like, their culture was very deep into like voodoo, right? Voodoo and dark magic. And so me and my ex-husband would have conversations about it, to where I was like, so y'all really believe in that? Y'all really be doing that? And he's like, yeah, he didn't seem to where somebody had voodoo on them and they got shot, and, you know, the bullet bounced off of them. They were protected by, you know, these gods. So in these shows or these movies that we were watching, a lot of the times, either the husband was putting voodoo on the wife, or the wife was putting husband on the voodoo in order to, of course, like, get some money and get some riches or some shit like that, right? And I was just, he was asking me if I believed in voodoo, and I was like, no, I don't believe in that, because I'm not really one to believe in voodoo or like superstitions or anything like that, right? So I was like, no, that's I don't believe that could happen. I don't believe that's real. And he was like the way he would be like, if you only knew, if you only knew, right? Like, it's starting to stick out to me a lot more, right? It's like, okay, so if you're doing rituals, right, for money, you have this person that you have praying for you, which is probably like one of the people in the movies that's really into like dark magic or quote unquote voodoo. You ain't never tell me this person's name, show me a picture of this person or nothing, right? So your daddy's into it, right? If you're gonna combat what's going on with your dad, are you using the same force that your dad is using against you? Because for the most part, we wasn't in no church You know, we were when we initially got together, but you know, as the years passed, there wasn't really too much conversation centered around God, but there was a lot of praying going on. And it's like, who was we praying to? Who is this priest, prophet, prophetess that you are constantly talking to? And what type of things are being arranged for you spiritually? It was just very weird. And then there's just like this strong inclination for me just to get away from him, like far away from him, and then never go back, never fuck with him again, right? So all of this started coming together for me like once I was finally like out of his field of energy, right? When I was in my own space and able to cultivate my own energy, just all of these thoughts started coming to me. Like, was he trying to sacrifice me and my destiny in order for him to gain a few dollars? Y'all let me know down in the comments if it adds up to y'all, if I'm just being like, you know, paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Not that I feel any type of way. Like, if he was to be trying to do something, like, I don't feel any kind of way towards it, because I feel like the kind of person and the spirit that I have, it's not something that could affect me. So I don't know. Y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know what y'all think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.